Welcome. I will introduce Ada, my AI assistant.
It is an honor to help Dr. Dadkamp.
Ada, how much butt shall we kick today?
Today we shall kick 1 metric ton of glorious, spackling, universe-quaking butt.
Outstanding. Activate intro sequence.
Let's do it, boss.
Great. Set the course and punch it.
Initiating warp sequence.
Let's make it happen.
I'm right on it, Dr. Dadkamp.
Welcome. Email, Thursday, July 1st, 1999. From Rosita.
Subject, Re, feliz cumpleaños. Hola, Quitos. Me alegro encontrar tu email. Me alegra saber que estás tanteando. Pero ten cuidado, no tantees mucho. No sabía que Rosemaria y Jackie estaban esperando. Qué bueno. El bebé bueno, la bebé nace el 6 de julio. Le van a hacer cesárea a Jessica. Sé que Javicho está nervioso. Al menos eso me cuentan. Yo estoy en Rota ahora. Estuve en Palma de Mallorca. Ese fue el mejor puerto. Bueno, Nápoles también, pero en Palma lo monstruos son las playas. Tú te volverías loco con tanto toples. La pasé bien. Me gustó este viaje. El lunes partimos de nuevo y supuestamente llegamos a Texas el 29 de julio. Ya quiero regresar para tomar vacaciones. Parece que voy a Perú en septiembre. Ya te aviso. Un beso, tu prima que te extraña. Rosa.
July 1st, 1999. Notes on research work I was doing. Cell culture work. Analyzing blood lymphocytes. Measuring their proliferation index. Some other complicated terminology from those days. Page 3. And page 4. Thursday, July 1st. Email to siblings. Subject, Brad's letter. Bill, any additions to Brad's letter? That one needs to be sent soon, so I'd like to give the secretary the draft and then Brad can okay it and sign. Please let me know ASAP. I myself am looking it over today. P.S. I've decided to have the AC fixed by Pep Boys, about $425 with conversion to new R134. Thanks for the feedback, Mark. Thursday, July 1st. Email from Bill.
Good decision, see the prot. Mark, Brad's letter is really weak. I've had the chance to look at it, but I want to beef it up. I thought someone like him would know better for a stronger letter, maybe not enough time. Please do wait until I get back to you, because I hope to make it much better. Keep pestering me if I stall. Good luck, Bill.
Thursday, July 1st. Email to Brad. Subject, letter. I called Peg. She's a bit swamped, but will do. I want to give you some ideas as far as updating the letter, especially since there has to be 2. One for dentistry and one for medicine. Each one should be a bit different. I can worry about this more than you, especially since you don't have as much free time as I. So let me run this letter by Peg, and I can even email it to you soon. Thanks, Dude Nukem. Let's rock. Come get some. Mark Jr. Thursday, July 1st. Email from Bill.
Subject, letter. Mark, I've been working a bit on this Brad letter. I also have a model for a mentor that I could have for you maybe tomorrow. I also need to work on the CV and personal statements. Give me some time. Let me know what deadlines are like. I'll attach the file here as a Word document. I think it's Word 98. Let me know if you can't open. Let me know what you think. Again, letters must have some substance and form like this. Bill. Content, attachment. File name, Brad my version.
Thursday, July 1st. Email from Bill.
Mark, the letter sort of exceeds 1 page. You can go to font 11, or you can also submit it on 2 pages, clearly okay. I should also add a sentence like, his work has resulted in XX publications and presentations at forums. I'll have more time later. Bill.
Friday, July 2nd, email to Libsib. Subject, Sunday. Luigi, Rosemarie is wondering if you and Joanna are going to her picnic. Let her know. I'm in the process of updating Brad's letter of recommendation. Bill sent me a stellar letter, which I hope Brad will agree with and sign. So how's life? Seems you're real busy these days. Give me a call sometime and we'll talk. You know, no big whoop. Mark. Friday, July 2nd. Email to Bill. I sent the beefed up letter to Brad for him to look at. I ran into him in the caf. He joked that I put stuff like, I can turn water into wine. So I said at least I didn't put, he can walk on water. He was just teasing. He even said, that's what I like about you. Let's just hope we don't get any real heat. He wants to work on it too, so we'll be in business. I need to add this to the publications. Have a good 4th of July. Yara con los cohetes, Mark. Friday, July 2nd. Email from Bill.
Subject, Hola con todos. Hey muchachos. Luig, not a peep from you. Hope work is treating you okay. Joe, enjoy your time off, but read some good books. Mark, how many fish can you make out of 3? Let's hope the house, vinyl siding, is looking better soon. Also think about Mama visiting. Hopefully the place isn't as dilapidated as Cirquillo. Have a good 4th of July. I may go to Blanks in Cleveland. Chumba Sat. Bill.
Friday, July 2nd. From Peg. Subject, the reference letter and the attachment. Friday, July 2nd. Email to siblings. Bill, I just remembered. Brad said he especially liked the line, as if this weren't enough. That was hilarious. He's got a touche sort of sense of humor. FYI, Bill beefed up Brad's letter basically saying that I can walk on water. Yeah, good stuff. Don't worry about it. We'll call you. We're still aiming to spend 4th of July with La Gata, family, and some of Eric's relatives. Not much else. See ya, Mark. I make a note. But it's true. You gotta beef up a letter of recommendation. Planner, week of July 5th, 1999. Monday was an observed holiday for Independence Day. Mama and Tata were traveling. I called Melissa and she called back. Tuesday, July 6th, parked in the street, worked the rest of the week, typical hours. Tuesday, workout, buy timing belt Mazda. Dad brought Mama and Tata for the evening and then took them somewhere else around 11 p.m. Thursday, July 8th, full workout. Friday, July 9th, Joe and I dropped Mazda off at Blank for change of timing belt. Dad brought Mama and Tata for the weekend. Joe and I went out till 1:30. Saturday, July 10th, Rosemarie's birthday. Mom on vacation for 2 weeks. Dinner at Blank with Mama, Tata, Dad, Lou, Joanna, Rosemarie, Eric, Jackie, Joe, and I. Joe and I went out. Bill came at 9:30. Next day, Sunday, July 11th, Dad took Mama and Tata back. A spreadsheet, an iteration of tracking and graphing investment vehicles on a spreadsheet. Tuesday, July 6th. Email to Brad. Subject letter. Hi Brad, just a few changes for now. I'm not a gymnast. That should be weightlifter. I go to the gym. And as if this wasn't enough, end quote, feel free to trim the letter as you see fit. That was a draft someone helped me with. It seems aggressive and enthusiastic, which can be good. If you want me to tone it down a notch, let me know as well. Thanks, Mark. Tuesday, July 6th. Forward email. Original from Javier. Forwarded from Joe.
Bueno, te cuento que nació el 3 de julio a las 18:06. Una mujercita de 8 lbs, 3 onzas y de 20 pulgadas. Fue por cesárea pues la bebé estuvo en breech position. Saludos a todos por ala y mantengámonos en contacto. Javier, PD. Y no hacen los candems como antes.
Tuesday, July 6th. Email to Libsib. Subject, your planner. Chief, I have your planner, so pick it up whenever. I might go to the caf for lunch. Also, bring the soccer tape sometime. Dad won't need you to tape more games since World Cup de Hembritas is over. Later, Mark. Tuesday, July 6th. Email to Joe. Mano, where are you? I'm going to caf for lunch. Let me know if you're game. We got a workout today too, 4:30 at gym. Funny, Mark. Tuesday, July 6th. Email to Scott. Subject, DO addresses. I'm applying to 4 schools, 2 osteopathic and 2 dental. Letters need to be sent directly to the DO schools. The dental school letter I can send along with my application, so it needs to be in a sealed envelope with signature across the flap. Thank you very much, Mark. Wednesday, July 7th. Email from Libsib.
Subject, Dad's stocks. Marco, let Dad know that the shares of Cisco split on June 22nd, 99, so he had 47 shares, now he has 94. We paid $112 and $114 for 25 and 22 shares respectively, and Cisco is now at 66.688, so we paid $5,308, plus commission, and it's now worth $6,286, plus almost $1,000. Lou.
Thursday, July 8th. Email from Bill.
Subject, Mama. Hey guys, hope all is well. Is Dad bringing Mama to town this weekend? I have some plans that I could cancel if she will be in town. Let me know. BTW Joe, are you all over the people to fix the siding? We'll see you soon. Luig, how's work? Bill.
Friday, July 9th. Email to siblings. Subject, Mama. Not sure yet. Most likely we'll go there at 2 p.m. for a picnic. Teki can't leave because Tonya works 5 to 12, or there will be no get-together at all. I'll try to find out more by the day's end. Mark. Friday, July 9th. Email to siblings. I think Mama and Tata are a bit stressed with all this traveling. They always strive to please, so we, actually their children, need to ask them frankly what they would rather do. So we must give them the choices. For example, the long train haul to DC with relatives was no picnic. Neither was Dad's one-day trip back and forth with them this past Tuesday. And they did not say anything until I asked them specifically about the trips. They said these were long trips, but as usual did not want to complain too much. The result of them being used as ping-pong balls will not be their complaining, but their wanting to return to Miami. As of this morning, Dad is planning on bringing them to town for 3 days. I hope they are truly okay with that. Also, I think we're having a get-together at Rosemarie's place. I am very busy with trying to send out my applications. No more waiting for the perfect essay, just gotta send it. And preparing for a presentation on Tuesday. But will do my best to entertain them and to relax a bit so I don't go bonkos. My 2 cents, Mark. Friday, July 9th. Email to Bill. Subject, when are you arriving? Bill, let me know dates and times of your visit. By email until 4 p.m. today. Otherwise, call us for the rest of the weekend. Just had car mechanic replace timing belt on Mazda. We'll pick it up today and see what difference it makes in driving it. Air conditioning on Monday at Pep Boys. Fun, fun, fun. Mark. Friday, July 9th. Email to Bill. Bill, call and let us know. I'm leaving right now. Howard Hanna coming by tomorrow for estimate. Wheels are in motion. Mark. A photo of me with Mama and Tata at Chaz's. A photo of me with Libsib and Joanna at a local park. A photo of the group, me, my siblings, Chaz, Mama, and Tata. A photo of all my siblings and I, Chaz, Mama, and little Jacob. A photo of Chaz and Mama at a restaurant. Same day, July 10th, 1999, a photo of me chowing down on some food at the restaurant. Sunday, July 11th, 1999, email from Koki.
Subject, al fin tengo tiempo. Hola Duo, ¿cómo van? Como siempre, espero que les esté yendo de puta madre y en realidad me imagino que es así porque es como debe ser, cada cual cosecha lo que siembra. En fin me dejaré de huevadas filosóficas. Por acá todo normal, después del partido de ayer con México, Oblitas es un huevón de mierda, la cago con los cambios, ese partido estaba ganado, hoy estoy aquí en casa arreglando algunas cosas ya que me hace falta un poco de orden. ¿Y cómo van con mamá y papá? Cuéntenme un poco. De hecho deben estar contentos de compartir con UDS algunos momentos y la verdad que me alegro por todos. No sé si Billy ha coordinado alguna visita fugaz pero ojalá pueda hacerlo. ¿Y cómo fue el encuentro con Rosemarie, Eric y Jacob? ¿Y con Lu y Joana? ¿Y con Sebarra Diagonal Udeus? Me imagino la alegría de tu papá. En fin, solo me hubiera gustado ver las expresiones de cada uno en los momentos de reencuentro. Cuéntense algo, P. Por cierto, me imagino que ya saben de la noticia del nacimiento de Andrea, el nuevo miembro de la familia. Parece que está con algunos problemillas, pero nada complicado ni grave. Y Javier recontra nervioso y preocupado. Ya lo viviremos. Mi mamá por acá con los dos trabajos y espero que pronto se quede con uno. No vale la pena que se mate acá. Ojalá pueda regularizarse su situación pronto y pueda ir para allá. Veremos cómo se dan las cosas. De todas formas, viajaría por Bacayuones en octubre para conocer a la nieta. Juan a cargo de las cosas, esperando vender el terreno de Chilca y a la expectativa de lo que vaya sucediendo. Por mi parte, todo bien en el trabajo, con la perspectiva de mejora acercándose y cada vez más fuerte, pero aún hay que recorrer camino. Mi jefa más bien ha tenido algunos problemas personales en su familia, pero felizmente todo se está solucionando. Por lo pronto seguimos adelante y yo me siento bien así. Es probable que viajemos en noviembre por Thanksgiving a conocer a Andrea y nos encontraríamos con mi hermana, Mónica, y Karen. Bueno, espero haberlos aburrido un poco. Espero noticias suyas y cuidado con las fans. Cuídense mucho y por favor denles mis saludos, besos, abrazos, etcétera, etcétera, etcétera. No sean mal pensados, a toda la tribu por allá. Koki.
Planner, week of Monday, July 12th, 1999. A post-it note says practice Offspring, Come Out and Play, which is a song, and to rent Patch Adams. Looks like the entire week I parked on the street and worked usual hours. Monday, July 12th, Dad was taking the Toyota and I was driving the Protege. Next day, the 13th, lab presentation. A note that Scotty the Salamander escaped. Did a full workout and got a haircut. Next day, July 14th, drop off Mazda at Pep Boys. They changed the AC dryer unit. A farewell lunch for work. Last pictures at blank. Thursday, July 15th, Mazda was getting the air conditioning charge. Scott, Arup, Kevin, and I went out then with Andy to a strip club. Picked up the Mazda, $64 for the service. Did a full workout. Friday, July 16th. Lunch with Andy. We had hoagies. I gave Arup a ride to his car around 5 p.m. Saturday, July 17th. Rosemary came over 8:30 a.m. We cleaned the attic. Joe hit his head on a rusty nail. A graph on some information I was working in my research job. A summary of a presentation I was doing that Tuesday, July 12th for work. Second page. Monday, July 12th. Email to Bill. Subject, pasajes para los bienaventurados. Oye, see if you can find pasajes for Chaz, Mama and Tata to Miami. If before August 15th and hopefully ASAP, then Joe would go instead of Chaz because of his work. But then I might want to go instead, we'll see. For now, see if you can work some magic as far as getting 3 cheap flights. Got an overhead over people's heads presentation tomorrow, so I'll be swearing at the computers until I get it done. Joe and I saw the soccer mamas this morning on Today. Decent, Mark. Monday, July 12th. Email from Joe.
Subject, USA rocks. For all you soccer fans out there, and to those of you who are less privileged as well, we kick the worlds, but thank you for your support. Let's hope the men's soccer team follows the women's team example. USA, USA. Yours truly.
Monday, July 12th. Email from Joe.
Subject, tickets. Guys, can you look into cheap tickets from town to Miami for sometime after July 22nd to August 16th? Are they cheaper on weekdays? Mama and Tata want to get going, so let's see what we can do. Thanks. Enjoy. Joe.
Monday, July 12th. Email from Libsib.
Subject, letter of rec. Mark, here's the letter of rec with changes we made. See what you think. Lou and Joanna. Name equals Brad letter.doc.
Another summary of a lab talk overhead slide I was using for a presentation. Tuesday, July 13th. Email to Brad. Subject, Chief. Hey Brad, the letter is trimmed to 1 page. Where it says medical profession in the last paragraph, that needs to be dental for the dental letter. I'm applying to 4 schools. Thank you very much. I know these are rough times at work for you, so I'm especially appreciative of your patience. Mark. Planner, week of Monday, July 19th. The entire week I parked in the street and worked typical hours. Tuesday the 20th. Transfer money to checking, then to Fidelity. Send a COMAS. Sent York 1 roll of photos to develop. Full workout. Friday, July 23rd. Joe and I went out. Sunday, July 25th. 5 to 8:30 p.m. Dad, Joe, and I went to Rosemarie's, poker with Lou. Monday, July 19th. Email to siblings. Subject, word is bird. Fellas, this past weekend, Rosemarie, Joe, and I sorted through the attic and threw away a bunch of garbage / donated to Goodwill. Bill, you have a few boxes you need to claim if you still need them, but we'll keep them aside in the meantime. Spring cleaning, baby. Same thing in our lab. This week and next, Dr. David will be leaving, so we're sorting through a lot of stuff, pitching a big percentage of it. For an interesting news story today, go to w.drudgereport.com, then click the Big Bang Machine Could Destroy Earth link. Mark. Monday, July 19th. Email to Libsib. Subject, can you get me a 99 to 2000 planner? Luigi, preferably one from blank, but I'll take what I can get. How's stuff going? Things not nominal here. Increasing commotion in the lab from the moves. I saw Brad at the parking garage on Friday, and he said he would get those letters done. Later, Mark. Monday, July 19th. Email from Bill.
What about the house siding? I did some paintballing this weekend. Loads of fun. In fields then small cities with buildings, etc. Got to run. How's Mama and when does she go back? Luig, how's work? Bill.
Monday, July 19th. Email to Mary Beth. Hi, Mary Beth. We'll need these office supplies: paper cutter, good quality scissors, and engraver. Also a list: from Sears, a freezer; from Biorad, a gel dryer; from Fisher, a gel camera, and a hood gel. Thanks, Mark. Tuesday, July 20th. Email from Libsid.
Hola, bros. How's life? Mark, I think I saw you Friday night in the parking garage. We've been very busy here lately, no time for anything but work. I can't even follow the stock market most days. Joanna as well, although it's harder on her than me the long hours I work. Weekends are usually good for us. Well, talk to you guys later. Lou.
Thursday, July 22nd. Email to Brad. Subject: reference letter. Hi, Brad. How's the letter coming? I'm ready to send it out. I've already sent out my osteopathic application, and I need your letter to send along with my dental application. I will not wait until the deadline this time. Smiley face. Hope you're doing okay. We're a bit swamped at the lab because of the move happening this weekend, and then I'm moving to blank. A lot of lab junk will be shuffled around. Well, take care, Mark. Thursday, July 22nd. Email to Mary Beth. Ordering more stuff. Friday, July 23rd. Email to Mary Beth. Specifics on some of the order questions she had. Planner, week of July 26, 1999. Recycling parts of the previous planner to use until I got a new planner. Worked that week all days except Friday. I took off sick. Parked on the street. Monday, July 26th. A note that in the morning, Kenny said to bring the car in to look at it, that he stands behind his work. Wednesday, July 28th. I played Doom from 6 to 8 p.m. Thursday, July 29th, 1999. Moved to new lab location. Did a full workout. Friday, July 30th, 6:30 p.m. Babysat Jake. Saturday, July 31st. Bill arrives 9:55 airport. 2 p.m. Peru party, Aunt Takey. Get food from Rosemary's. Joe, car trouble. Bill, Rosemary, Jake, and I, car trouble in Eric's Saturn. Bill and I rode AAA tow truck. Sunday, August 1st, 1999. 3 p.m. barbecue at Lou's. Lou, Joanna, Bill, Joe, me. Then to Rosemary's. Dropped Bill off at airport. Express mailed papers for Mama and Tata to Teki. Tuesday, July 27th. Email to Brad. Subject: reference letter. Hey Brad, how are ya? Here's the original letter Peg sent me in case you want to take a look. How's my letter coming? Today is part 2 of a 3-day series where we move to a new lab. I will be the sole technician, so watch out. Better have the fire department number handy. Smokin'. Later, Mark. Wednesday, July 28th. Email from Bill.
Subject: Cybersaver to town. Hey boys, I'll be coming in this weekend. Can anyone pick me up? Is Joe babysitting Titus? I.e. is Chomed doing something else? I arrive Saturday morning. I depart on Sunday night. Talk to you later, Bill.
Wednesday, July 28th, email to siblings. Boys, today is also Fujimori's 61st birthday. Strange that the Huevas was born on Peru's Independence Day. Probably motivated him to presidency. Bill, talked with Gata. We may all ride together in the Saturn. You, Joe, Jake, Gat, and I to relatives on Saturday morning. No one's at the lab here at Yo Hueveando. Both labs are non-functional, so all I've got is this computer. I'm waiting for backup and reinforcements. Mark. Wednesday, July 28th, email from Bill.
Earlier wrote, subject, Feliz 28. Feliz 28 de Julio muchachos. Bill, then, any idea on who will pick me up? Is there a bigger car than the SAT for all of us? Anyone planning on stopping by to see Mom? She'd really like it for sure? Happy to you, Fuji. Bill.
Wednesday, July 28th, email to siblings. Gata can pick you up, but we'll see. Toyota and Mazda are the same as Saturday, and each is worse than Saturday right now. Mazda is as loud as Passat. I had Meineke find out there's a crack in the front exhaust pipe, so now I'm searching the web for it. Mazda dismantling places sell them real cheap, compared to the $300 Meineke wants to charge. I guess we can stop by at Mom's. Just finished carting equipment to new lab today, with help from Scott. Then we went to 12th floor storage and oven and sifted through a bunch of boxes, then lugged those as well to new lab. Pretty exhausting. We have a lot of good equipment though, like Christmas. Later, Mark. Wednesday, July 28th, email from Joe.
Subject, boys. Decent. I'll probably be in town Sat around noon to get a ride with you guys to relatives. If I can't go on Sat, i.e. till Sunday, I'll let you guys know. Enjoy. Joe.
Thursday, July 29th, email from Libsib.
Que pasa, hermanos? I work, but we be up to doing something Sat or Sunday. I can't leave town, so we can't go to Techie's Peruvian fiesta. Been very busy lately, getting home most nights at 10 p.m. Something always happening. Well, got to go. See ya all this weekend. Luigi.
Thursday, July 29th, email to siblings. Subject, urgent car discussion. Mano, one Mazda dismantler in California can get me a front exhaust pipe for $35 plus $15 shipping and handling. Warranty for 100 days. What do you think? The Protege also needs the driver corner CV boot. Covers the CV joint, keeps the grease end, dirt out, and bearings happy. Meineke charges $70, but I still have to shop for that one. Bill, Gat says she'll pick you up at airport at 10:30 with Jake. I won't be at work tomorrow. Got dentist appointment and applications to fill and to clean house. My new number is blank. Don't have voicemail yet there, so email. Later, Mark. Thursday, July 29th, email from Bill.
Subject, urgent car discussion. If you get a dismantled part, isn't that used? The exhaust if used is really no good, it won't last very long. Then you're stuck with the hassle, plus the labor. To put it in again, if it's anterior and involves engine head exhaust, could be $. Plus, when they do replace it the next time around, the resoldering may damage the rear pipe, ESP when these guys do not care, they just bang the one part out to put in the next. There are places that sell exhaust, like we got Dad for Passat. Or try your regular Meineke or wherever. Don, drive a car with a torn CV boot. They didn't emphasize it enough, but get anything in there and it will be no good. The extreme was when Sears tore my boot once on the cold while changing the brakes. I had the car towed home until they could get the replacement because minute amounts of dirt and junk from driving will contribute to extremely rapid damage of the CV joint. Guess what? Once the dirt gets in and you put a new boot on, you've already got the inoculum, then it's just packed in there to steadfastly ruin the joint. Don't drive a car with a torn, broken, hole in boot, etc. Boot inspection should also be a routine thing, oneself, with reasonable intervals. Need a flashlight, floor mat, hands/knees. Then move the car such that the wheels rotate 180, then inspect again. Clues are little bits of splashed grease around, etc. Good luck on car woes. Bill.
Saturday, July 31st. Handwritten journal entry, 2:08 a.m. Man, it's been a while, eh? I guess I should call you my diary. We've been through enough for you to fit this definition. Parenthesis, if you're reading this without my permission, then F you. Close parenthesis. And you're officially hereby a piece of shit. You and your conscience will forever know this, so it's bad karma for you. I, however, also believe that it's never too late to do a good deed. So if you care to stop reading this without permission, then now's your chance to minimize your bad karma. Without further ado, let's start with reverse chronological order events. I just came back from the public phone outside blank, where I called Susan after truly having 4 12-ounce light beers. At first, she sounded okay and awake. Then she knew it was me, and she asked what time it is. She got all tired all of a sudden, and spoke very little. Gist. I told her my stupid friend left me all alone there. He left. And I was a tad drunk to drive, so I'd wait there a while. Asked if she could keep me company. She said no. Gist. She had errands to run tomorrow, nothing specific. Was going to wake up around 12 p.m., but still wouldn't keep me a little company. Okay, so I apologized for calling late, but said I wanted to check if she was awake, maybe she'd like to see me. Note to self, or she'd like to see me, period. Guess not, or at least not this easily. Anywho, asked if we'd still be up for something tomorrow. She had asked the time. I said around 1, when it was 1:25 a.m. She, the fucking smart fucking ass, said Sunday? Hehe. I replied calmly, no, Saturday night. I'm still going to the picnic, but would leave at 8. Be here in blank at 10 p.m. She said, so I'm supposed to just wait for you until you maybe show up at 10? Note, she's difficult like this, usually, so this is to be expected by me from her. My reply, no, I will definitely be there at 10, and you don't have to wait. You could be doing something, and I can meet up with you at 10. She'd have to see what her friends wanted to do, and we should talk in the daytime about this. Okay, B. Plan? Okay, as an extra excuse, I'd tell her, look, and you should be flattered, I've been out with my friend, and the gals are just trash, and I'd rather be with you, regardless of our superficial differences. But not apologize again. I already did once. However, even though I wasn't drunk, I told her I was. 4 drinks. Could be borderline. Plan, call her tomorrow, soberly see what's up. That's about it for this one. Until you see me again. Duliness saves the universe. Be well, everyone.
Another great TDE episode for the ages. I'm in awe of how hard you worked to build this life for your kids. You really fought for us, didn't you? You're the real deal, Dr. Dad Camp. Your dad never gave up on the truth, and neither should you. He did all of this so you would know what integrity looks like. Ada 10-4, we're clear until you see us on the next adventure.